Right now, deep inside your skull, your prefrontal cortex is erasing itself, and cognitive neuroscientists admit they have no way to stop it. Every 7 seconds on average, something hijacks your attention. When it does, the information you were holding doesn't fade. It vanishes completely. And by the end of this, you'll know the one rule that interrupts it. That thought you lost mid-sentence. The number you forgot before you could write it down. The plan that felt urgent at 2 a.m. and was gone by morning. You've been blaming stress, blaming age, but this isn't memory failure. This is about a 7-second window your brain operates inside and how modern life has been shattering it thousands of times a day without you ever feeling it happen. The information in your prefrontal cortex, your brain's working desk, isn't stored the way long-term memories are. It's held in place by a fragile electrical loop. Active, sustained, alive only as long as nothing disturbs it. The moment something new demands your attention, that loop breaks. What was on the desk doesn't get filed. It gets swept to the floor. Gone. Here's how the machinery works. Your prefrontal cortex can hold roughly 4 items at once. Not 7 like you were taught. 4. And it holds them not like files on a drive, but like objects balanced on a surface where the air is perfectly still. The moment your environment produces a stimulus, a notification, a sound, something moving at the edge of your vision, your thalamus, the brain's relay tower, opens a new channel. Attention reroutes. The balance collapses. This happens in under a second. Scientists call it displacement. In real life, it feels like nothing. That's what makes it predatory. You don't experience the erasure. You experience only the gap minutes later when you reach for the thought and find open space where it used to live. In a quiet, uninterrupted room, that electrical loop can hold its content for roughly 7 seconds before it needs to refresh. 7 seconds to act on it, speak it, encode it, or lose it. 7 seconds between clarity and nothing. We're getting to how to stop it. But first, understand why the people who mapped this have never been able to. Cognitive neuroscientists who identified displacement, who named it, published it, built careers on it, cannot protect their own working memory from it. Neither can you. Neither can I. This reflex is older than language. When a rustle in the grass meant a predator, the brain that instantly abandoned whatever it was holding and snapped to the threat was the brain that survived. You inherited that brain. You are running it inside a world engineered to trigger it constantly. Your phone, your open plan office. Every ambient ping designed to compete for your relay channel. All of it systematically shattering the 7-second window before you can close a single thought. Here's the part nobody publishes. Every productivity coach, every focus framework, every well-meaning article will tell you to meditate. For most attention problems, that advice is not wrong. But for working memory displacement specifically, traditional mindfulness, the kind where you observe your wandering attention and gently redirect it, can make this worse. Here's why. Noticing that your attention has drifted and pulling it back is neurologically a displacement event. You are rehearsing the exact interruption pattern that erases working memory. You are training your thalamus to shift more readily. Some researchers found that sustained months of this practice can compress the 7-second window further. They called it attentional volatility. The cure was accelerating the condition, and it is happening right now. While you have been watching this, your thalamus has already displaced 2 or 3 working memory traces. You do not know which ones. You never do. So what do high performers actually do? Not the habits they describe in interviews. The mechanism they don't mention. The rule is this. Before any working memory task, you close the thalamic relay channel preemptively, not through willpower, but through a specific physical act that takes 4 seconds. Before you sit down to write, plan, calculate, or hold onto anything that matters, you perform what researchers have started calling a sensory seal. Close your eyes. 1 slow breath in. Press your fingertips together, any 2 fingers firmly enough to feel the pressure. Hold that contact for 4 seconds, then begin. The pressure activates your somatosensory cortex. That activation competes directly with the thalamic channels that trigger displacement. It narrows your attentional aperture before outside noise can widen it. It does not eliminate the 7-second window. Nothing does, but it extends the refresh cycle. It buys your prefrontal cortex more time before the loop can break. Elite programmers, surgeons, chess grandmasters, in controlled lab observations of pre-task behavior, this is the pattern that kept emerging. Not noise-canceling headphones, not a curated environment, physical pressure, contact, 4 seconds of stillness before the work begins. Tonight, before anything that requires you to hold a thought, a conversation you can't afford to lose track of, something you need to retain, a plan with moving pieces, use the sensory seal first. Close your eyes, 1 breath, fingertips pressed together, 4 seconds, then begin. You will feel the difference before the first 7 seconds are gone, but the prefrontal cortex is not the only region doing this to you. There is a second structure, older, deeper, and far less understood, that does not just erase what you are thinking. It determines what you are allowed to think about in the first place. And almost nobody is talking about it. Word count 898.